Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ask on YouTube. Got another Evercade card. I thought I'd done this one. I really did. This is the Renovation card. You see that big piece of tape because my dumbass, when I was cutting it out of the mailer, cut it because I used a box cutter. This is Renovation Collection number 1. This is 12 games, 16-bit games. It's all pretty much, I think everything on here is the Genesis versions. I don't think Renovation made much for the Super Nintendo. And then I said on other collections, this system, this console, most of its stuff is like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis there. For the cards I have. Well, I grew up, I had a Nintendo, of course. I can't think of anybody unless they're just uber poor to not have a Nintendo back then. But instead of having a Super Nintendo, I got a Genesis. I got a Genesis before the Super Nintendo even came out. Loved it. It was my favorite system. It still probably is. If not my favorite system, it's either tied with the Atari 2600 or it's in second place with 2600 right above it, barely. I just love the hell out of it. So I also pre-ordered this. I don't usually pre-order Evercade cards because they're not going to go out of print for a while. I mean, I got some that are out of print. The Namaco collections are out of print. A couple others I got that I know are out of print, but let's check this out. So, okay, got the card in here. Move that out of the way. Okay, cover got Valis on the front there. 12 games. There's the games. Oh, like I said, Genesis stuff mostly. Let's pull out the instruction. I love these instruction books. Look, I even got a cut. Yeah, it went through the case. And it might have came that way. I don't remember. It's been so long. Valis, this is a Genesis. It's a side scroller. You got a sword. You're a girl. You fight stuff. Kind of like, it feels anime inspired, but it's a fun little game. Valis 3. It's a sequel. I don't think Valis 2 was ever on the Genesis. A lot better than the original. El Viento. This is one where the animation of it, the characters move so smoothly. You'll see when I play it. Not that great a game, though. That's what sucks. Gaiares. It's a shooter, which has an interesting thing. You have like your little option, You send out and it sucks up an enemy and you get their powers. So kind of interesting. It's one infamous known for the picture of the guy with the mullet. I beat Gaiares the had. Granada. This is a laser tank kind of game. Really fun. The one I never played back in the day. A lot of these I did in Final Zone. Never played it. It's a mech game. Arcus Odyssey. It's kind of a RPG action-ish game. It's not bad. Soul Dees, which is also known as Soul Feast or Soul Peas. That's another shooter. It's okay. I'm not really a fan of it. Exile. Now, I'm not played this one that much. This is another. It's an RPG is what it listed as. It's kind of actiony. And then Tragio, which is another RPG. Another one I have not played that much of. Dino Land, a pinball game. And one of the reasons why I got this, I love good, well-made video game pinball. Beast Wrestler, got this because I've always wanted to play the game and just never found it when I had the Genesis. And that's it. And out of all these, back in the day, I played the Valis games. El Viento, I remember seeing it. Just never played Gaiares. I probably played Granada, no. Final Zone, no. Arcus, no. Soldius, no. Exile and Trajan, no. I hate that my book's all cut up. Dino Land. I actually remember playing with a buddy of mine, Jeremy Smith. I remember I had this. So let's check them out. Let's get that. And there we're going to zoom. Okay, that looks pretty good. Blaze Entertainment. I'm going to try holding it. Now, another way to do this. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm pointing the camera at the screen. It don't look near as good, but get the idea. This is low tech. What I see say in Johnny Mnemonic, but low tech. Arcus Odyssey. This is the RPG-ish game. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. A lot of these are Wolf Team because Wolf Team did a lot of the renovation stuff. This is the one I've not played that much on here. I'll just start it. I'll take green because I like green. Okay, so I think it's Gauntlet-like. Yeah, let's see. These 3 buttons do everything. I don't know what those things are. Oh, shit! Okay. Like I said, I'm not into it, but I haven't played. And this is one where I happened to get this in and I just didn't touch my Evercade for a little bit. Beast Wrestler fucking sucks. I'll show you. Its controls are horrible. Good idea, ruined horrible controls. And that's a bad thing. I don't think we're ever going to get a good wrestling game on here because all the good wrestling games on the 16-bit systems. We might get like a Fire Pro, maybe. We're all licensed, WWF and WSCW, so we ain't going to get that. But it don't matter. And I don't have the home system. Buddy of mine does. I do want it. Let's see. What do I want? No. No. Like a pile of turds. I like that. But I don't like the angle of it. It's just a lot with this. It just don't work. It does not work well. Like, watch. On the left. It don't play good. Controls suck. Like, I have no idea. I'm mashing buttons and look, it's like they're humping each other on the side of the ring. And then he's not a good game. Dino Land. Like I said, I like video pinball. This is one I played a little. Jeremy Smith, I want to say, because I remember him being the one that liked video pinball. And it's just a video pinball game. Your little rolled up little like dinosaur. It shoots you as the ball. Let's see. Your right flipper does. Your right button does right flip. Your B button on your controller, actually your C is your right flipper. And it's just a fun little video pinball game. I enjoy the hell out of this game. I've played a lot of it. It's one of the games on here I've played the most. El Viento. Okay, this one I'm gonna bring it in a little bit to show you, like how the. Okay, hold on. Let me try something while that's loading up. Okay, that might help. Oh, that did. Okay. El Viento. Well, see, she's very fluid in her motions. The game just ain't that good. It's like you run left and right, you throw these boomerang things, you shoot magic, you can jump. It just ain't fun. El Viento means the wind. I always remember this because a buddy of mine who, I'm not going to say his name, he was kind of using it as a pickup line on this girl we had in our video annual class. Our high school annual was a videotape. That's how long I was in school. And this was high tech back then. There was this girl whose name was Wendy. It's like, oh, I got to go to you. Well, that dude don't really working. And she hangs around with the cheerleaders. You play, yeah, not the best game, but not a horrible game on here. Exile, it's an RPG I've not played a lot of. This is one of those collections where I really got to dig deeper into some of these games, but I just wanted to get this video made. And I have played everything on here a little bit. Let's see, what's it say? And it's kind of like a Middle Eastern, like desert setting. I remember it being, it's not horrible. It's just something about it just felt off, and I just hadn't put enough time into it. Okay, finally, this is another one where, give me a second here. It's warm. It's a mech game that I don't remember ever playing. I remember hearing about it, though. It's Wolf Team. Wolf Team made some good shit on the damn Genesis. And it's basically Wolf Renovation, just publish all the Wolf Team stuff over here in the States. And I've been on this kick recently because I have the first Genesis Mini hooked up in my living room at night. I'll sit out there and play. Sit there and play games on it while I'm uploading these videos because I live in an area where my internet connection is not fast enough for me to stream something and upload a video without the video taking 4 hours to upload. And even when nothing else going on, this little video is going to be about 20 minutes. Will probably take, oh, don't know what I did. You just gotta shoot shit. It's a fun game once you get used to the controls. It just took me a bit. And it's one where I think if I was playing it with an actual Genesis controller in my hand, I'd probably like it a little bit more. For some of these, I would probably play more on the Genesis Mini, which I need to do. Diaries. Okay, this is a good little shooter. Guy Aries, dun 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 dun. Guy Aries. And I'll set up, my internet's slow, so I'll set up late at night, a 20-minute video will take me 40, 50 minutes to upload, and I'll play, Street Fighter 2. And I'll set myself a challenge. Okay, I gotta beat it with, Balrog, only use punch buttons on at least 4 higher difficulty, and I can't throw. It just shit like that, because it's Genesis. I've played some of the games, so many times, especially like Street Fighter and the Sonics and. Okay, here we go. This is your shoot button. That might be your shoot. There's your little shipping. And here it has good music. There we go. So, okay, there's your little thing. See him above me? Watch. This enemies come out. Send it out to him. We'll suck him up. Now I got a little bit better power. Now send it out here. Now I got a little bit better power. And that's what you do. That's how you power up this game. And I don't remember, to be honest, if you have and you die quick. But I'm not the best at shooters, but I've gotten a little ways in that one. I'm enjoying it. I like the system. Granada, this is that tank game. It's another one where I got to get used to the controls. And a lot of these feel like they were, computer games at one time. It's kind of like Final Zone, but from above in your tank. I don't know, I've had fun playing it. Just haven't played a lot of it. It takes me more to get used to it. Controls are kind of, I don't know. It's one of those where, like I say, I think with an actual controller, it feels different. I do, and I am going to get the home version of this, and I do want the upgraded portable. Was it the XP that's got the built-in, is it Capcom games? Yeah, Capcom. This is so decent. It also came out like the Sega CD with better sound or something. It's Soul Feast or something. Another one of those, shooters. Genesis had a lot of shumps. A lot of them. It was sports and shumps, And I'm not into either one. I'm surprised, but Genesis just had the oddball stuff, and I like RPGs. By the time RPGs started getting big on the Super Nintendo, I bought one and had a Genesis go with it, Okay, that's shoot. Okay, I gotta shoot that thing. Oh, okay. This is the one where you kind of like, you can kind of angle your shots, if I'm remembering right. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you don't hold it down, it kind of aim for you for a second, and then they'll leave it in that thing. It's hard to explain. I hate those things. Like I said, I'm not the best at shooters. Trasia, another RPG I don't really know a lot about. 1992. This is Genesis one. Genesis had RPGs. People, they didn't know they did. Besides the Phantasy Stars and the Shining Forces, which I never got into the Shining Force Fantasy. They had some okay ones, Shadowrun, I think, is one of the best 16-bit RPGs ever. It's on the Genesis. The Super Nintendo version, not so great. That's what I'd love to show up on one of these, but the license. I don't even know who owns Shadowrun anymore, but I love it. It's like Cyberpunk mixed with fantasy. But this Treasure, a little bit I played, I've enjoyed. The music's nice. And you can save it anytime, of course, and it saves too. But that's just your typical RPG. You walk around and do shit. I can't really say much more about it. All right, the Valis games. Now, this is the ones on here that I'd played. And part of the reason I got this collection, because I remember playing them and enjoying them. I was like, oh, there's a couple of RPGs on here too. And I don't have a lot of RPGs from my Evercade, and I'm an RPG guy. I like fighters. There's not that many fighters. Like Fighters History is on one of these, which is a decent Data East fighter. And I got that anime feel to it. Valis. cool music. 1991. I love this. You can jump way the hell up in the air. Look at that. It's like, whoa. And this might have been an anime I just never heard of. You know, I'm not the biggest anime person. There's a small time frame there where I was huge into it and watching a lot, but you know, outside of that era, I don't know a lot about it because I just never got into it. Part of my thing was back in the day, I hated how back then this is when you got everything on tape, you know, or laserdisc if you're a rich motherfucker. Is that all the animes? You know, if you wanted dubbed, it was let's say $20 for 2 episodes on the tape. But subtitle, which is what I preferred, would be $5 more, $10 more. They always charge you more. I'm like motherfuckers. You couldn't really. Most stores didn't run them, you know. All right, you get up here. That's one thing I've noticed. There's a lot of exploration in this game. That's a magic power because I haven't used the magic yet. I love the music in this. Oh, here we go. Kill that. Oh, that's her slide. She's got a power slide. Oh, her sword skill's so strong she flings stuff out at the end of it. Man, these were cool little, you know, for the stuff that you weren't seeing on the Nintendo. And that's the other thing. Even the Nintendo was a Japanese system too. Genesis had a very Japanese and European feel, and I didn't know the European thing until years later because I wasn't playing, you know, computer games as much. And that goes on to the next level, but you get an idea of the game. I don't want to go super long, and then we talk about Valis 3 is the last game of Valis 3. And this is just, you know, the 2 games later in the series. I don't know why 2's on here. I really don't know that. So I remember you don't have like weapons for the first little bit. Oh yeah, you don't have any weapons. You just got to jump. She's in her pajamas. I like the music. I always thought Genesis had really good sound. The farts and there's people bad emulation or them bad fucking clone systems. That first model Genesis had great sound. I remember hooking my earphones into them, like rocking out the fucking toe. I actually got a little bit into video games. I've never been big into it, but just the sound was so good. Most of the time, like Nintendo and you know, pre-Nintendo game sound was horrible. So while she's gonna jump off. So you wouldn't pay attention to it. You know, I put on a record or a record or a cassette or whatever, you know, and listen to music. And then, you know, Genesis time, yeah, once in a while I'd listen to music like Toe Jam, like I mentioned, like I said, Toe Jam and Earl is one of them I really enjoy. And look. That's like the first one, you know. Okay, I ain't got magic yet. I won't show you what the magic looks like. Right down the buildings. And that would increase my sword. Okay. Shit! God, I'm doing horrible. I'm not this bad, people, I swear. I mean, I'm not the best video game player, but I'm not this bad. Little anecdote. Back in the day when the Super Nintendo had been out for a little. I mean, Nintendo had been out for a little bit. I can't remember exactly how long, but it had been out for a little bit. But my father was working on the road, working shutdown, and I bring me and my mom like whenever there was a, like I was out of school for more than a couple of more than a weekend and shit like that. We drive out to wherever it was, go spend the week with him or whatever, Well, I brought my I don't know what that was. Brought my Nintendo with me. And I had, of course, Super Mario Bros. Mom wanted to play. She could not make it past the first jump. Okay, what is... Oh, that's how you do magic. Okay. That's kind of cool. What the hell is that? Okay, I'm going to get out of this. I'm done 20 minutes, but just a great little game. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn that off. And I hate that my cover's got the cup, but man, zoom out. Renovation Collection and on the Evercade. Great game. I mean, out of 12 games, let's turn it back on real quick. Some of these 12 games, I see myself going back and playing, a decent amount. Because you figure $20. So 12 games, that's a what? Not $2 a game, a little bit under $2 a game. And that's the thing about the Evercade. Most of these collections got so many games, you're not paying that much per game. So if it's got 2 or 3 dud games, you're like, okay. But it also depends on how much you like older games. So, let's see here. Arkansas, I don't see myself playing it that much, but it's not horrible. I'll pull it up here so you can see it better. Beast Wrestler, fuck no. Dino Land, yes, I love that game. El Viento, a little bit here and there, but not a big one, so I've got 1 for Dino Land. Exile, yes, probably that's 2. Final Zone, not that much. Garage, yes, 3. Granada, no. Soldiers, no. Treasure, yes, 4. Valis, yes, 5. Valis, 3, yes, 6. So about half of them I'm going to play, so that's not a bad batting average, but I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, share, like, comment, all that other bullshit. Laters.